Good day, everyone. I'll do a quick recap on what we've discussed. I did a video on how to earn your woman's respect, and while I was discussing that, I mentioned that if you don't have a job as a man, you should do business. And while I was talking about that, I mentioned some businesses, and I've got several mails telling me to bring up business ideas that we can do. Okay, I've highlighted some businesses, and please note these businesses I'm going to mention I'm doing some of them, and I've set up some of them for people and they are successful in their lane. Okay, the first I'm going to mention is barbing. Okay, if you don't want to learn barbing as an apprentice, because a lot of us feel too big to learn under people, and so we cannot become an apprentice. If you cannot become an apprentice and you happen to have some amount of money, you can set up a barbing salon and you put people to manage it. And there are different ways to do that. Either you set up a shop and then you put someone to run it, and the person earn money for you and you pay the person per month or per day or per head, depending on how convenient it is for you. If you don't want to do that, you can set up a shop and put 2 or more apprentices, and you charge them per space. That is, for example, if you rent a shop for like 20K and you have 2 or 3 barbers, you can give the shop to them at the same 20K or 10K, because you will incur some other costs, because you have to paint the shop, make it look good, buy equipment and others, and you buy chairs and you pay bills like light bill, water bill, and what have you. So because of that cost, you place the cost plus the rent, then split it and give it to them plus your profit. So whatever they do is not your business. All you just want to care about is your gadgets. Then you have to just get someone that will ensure that the gadgets are properly used for it to last, for you to earn more profit through it or from it. So you can either do it both ways, or you do it either ways, whichever one is convenient for you. For example, if there's someone that have a job, you won't be able to stay there and monitor them, so you just have to give it to them per space, or you pay them per month. That means you have to have a manager if you're paying them per month. That's what it means. So you do it either way, and you don't have to have a whole lot to set up such a place. For example, if you have a 2-bedroom where you live, you can choose one of the rooms to become your shop. You just have to paint one of the rooms, decorate it, buy all the gadgets, and live in the other room, and then your living room becomes the common area, or you split the common room depending on how your house is set up. If you cannot do, so you just have to partition your living room depending on the setup of your house. Okay, that's that. Then I'm going to talk about cake vendoring or cake making. Okay, as an individual, I feel you should go and learn it instead of just setting it up without knowing the nitty-gritty, because cake can be very complicated. But when you know it yourself, it will help you a lot. So even if you're a student, you can go to a vendor school and learn. There are so many good ones around. In Abuja, there's Goxi, there's Cake Craft. In Lagos, I know there's Creamy. There's so many around. You just have to look for. You don't have to look for the named ones. You don't have to look for the popular ones. You can look for one around you. There's so many small scale that are very good. There are so many room and parlor cake bakers that are very, very good, essentially good. They just need money, so which you fall into the category too. So if you have a neighbor, a friend, you can just approach them and let them know what you want, that you want to learn. not necessarily that you go to the named ones. So once you learn and you know how to do it, your friends, your neighbors, your families, all of them will engage you as long as you really, really learnt it and not just going there to just go and know just the brief or the basics. So I will advise that you learn it as a student, as a graduate, and what have you. It will really help you. I've seen people, successful people making cake. I used to know of one back then in Ibadan who we call Cake Boy. He's a big boy now baking cake, and he's making a whole lot. Now he has ventured into small chops, which is my next topic, and is making a whole lot. I'm going to talk about small chops. Small chops is also a good vendor that you can learn, especially making purpose, chicken, knowing how to roast chicken, knowing how to do barbecue, knowing how to package well. Small chops is about packaging. If you can package so very well and your standard is very good, people will patronize you. But if you just know how to do it and you don't know how to package yourself, you will earn less. So when you're into small chops, put packaging into whatever you do and people will patronize you. 12 Basket is my very good friend. And back then, I'm talking about 16, 15 years ago, when when he was just coming up, he was proud of what he was doing, which I admire a lot. I was still in school back then when he had started this, but as a guy, everybody was looking at him like, why will a guy be doing that kind of thing? But look at him today. He has ventured into so many other businesses and is doing well for himself. So if you want to go into small shops, it's very easy and cheap for you as a student, as a graduate, and what have you. It's a good business that you can venture into and make money. At every party today in Africa, you must see that they will serve some snack, which we call small chops these days. So if you are going into that, you can never go wrong with it. So I advise that if you don't have so much money, you should go for it, because what does it cost for you to buy a baking powder, flour, and a few things, and packaging? In fact, the packaging material for the small shops is even one of the cheapest in the market. You can get a whole plate, take a whole plate, the fancy ones. You can get a dozen of it for as low as 1,000 naira. So you can imagine, if you have 5K, you can serve about 20 people. So it's one of the cheapest that you can venture into, and it doesn't take you time to learn it. So as an individual, I will advise that you go for that and make money out of it. Just know that you have to package yourself so very well. Okay, I will talk about art and craft. When you drive along the road these days, or when you walk along the road these days, you see so many woven chairs made out of straw. You see so many chairs made out of rope. These things are also very lucrative these days, because everybody wants to have a relaxing chair at home made of woven material and what have you. So as a graduate, as a guy, and you don't have anything doing, I will advise that you venture into that kind of thing, because it's very cheap for you to even learn it. The people that will even teach you, they are ready to even teach you for free. You just have to locate them. There's so many of them around. There's no garden where they sell flower that you hardly not see all these woven things. Just walk up to them, let them know what you want, and I'm sure they'll be ready to help you. Okay, the next I'm going to talk about is horticulture. We see a lot of flower along the road when we drive and pass by these days, and to get all this to start them, it's very cheap. You just have to even meet the people that are already into the business, beg them to give you the nurseries, or give them 100 naira to buy a nursery. Some of the flower, a nursery can give you so many. I bought one I don't know what to call the name of the flower, but it's a shrub. It spreads. It has tiny green leaf with the flower. You can get the pinky flower on it. You can get the ones that are white. I bought the pinky ones and the white ones. In those days, we used to use the flower as lipstick. I don't know the name of the flower. I'm so sorry. And I bought just just one footing. And before I knew it, this thing had already spread like 5 meters for me. So if you buy, for example, that one, that means you can plant a whole lot from that alone, because they shed their seed and then the seed germinate and also spread. So if you want to go into horticulture, it's very cheap for you. With a 5K, you can start an horticultural business. You just have to go by the road. You don't even have to talk to people, because when you are doing horticulture, you are also beautifying that environment where you are doing it from. So you just have to go to the roadside that is not in use already by the arts people. You just go there, plant beautiful ones. Government will not chase you when they see that you are beautifying the place and you are keeping the place clean, and you make money out of it, because people come to you and they buy. They pay you as high as 500 to buy some. I remember I bought my palm trees for as high as 6,000 naira just for a stand, just for a stand of palm tree. So you can imagine they have different types that you can plant. And by December, if you start today, as I'm talking to you, if you start today, by December, you are a rich man, because everybody wants to beautify their house by December, because they go home to do one or two. Okay, I'm going to talk about shampoo making. And this I can teach you, actually. I'll find time to do a live chat or a live video where I can show you how to make shampoo and how to package it and make it look good. And you can even have your whole name on it. How good is that? In fact, that makes me laugh, and that makes me giggle when I know that I will have to brand a product in my name. I don't know what that does to you, hearing that you have to brand something in your own name. I don't know. Okay, for me, knowing that I'm going to brand something in my name makes me happy. So you can learn how to make shampoo. It's one of the easiest things you can do for yourself, because it only takes you 24 hours to learn it, and it only takes you, when you are making it, it only takes you less than 2 days to finish and to package it. Okay, and the ingredients that you will use, they are very affordable and they are everywhere. So I'll find time to teach you that. And I can bet that with 10,000 naira, you can gain another 10,000 naira making shampoo and making bleach like jig, like hypo that you buy in the market. So even if you're not selling it, if you're making it just for you and for your neighbor, you still earn money. So I will advise that you make it, you use it, try it with yourself, then package it, give it to in fact, give it to the malams around your area selling things. They will sell on your behalf. Give it to supermarkets around your area. They will sell on your behalf. Start from there. Then from there, you grow to even supplying the market. So please, make sure you get one of these business ideas to do. I've also jot down catering. Catering is another way of making money. You don't have to start it with your money. If you have good clients that knows that you know how to cook, they will give you all the money that you need to start it. And then you can use their money to buy all the ingredients and cook for them. However, if you have to do that, your image and your person must have been tested for someone to trust you with their money. So you can just start small by cooking in your house, inviting your friends to come and eat. So from there, when they have a program, they will call you to come and cook for them. If you don't have money to cook for your friends to come and taste, you can go to their house, let them invite, make friends, tell them, let me come to your house over the weekend. Make girlfriends, make boyfriends, not necessarily, make friends of same sex that you are just friends to help each other. Tell them you want to cook. Let them buy ingredients, you cook, let them taste your food and see how good you are. If you are not that very good, you can easily learn from go to YouTube, you see cooking lessons, practice it. Go to, internet is your friend, Google is your friend. Google it, learn from there, and then become a pro, and then people will patronize you. That's what's called catering. They call them alase in Yoruba land. I don't know what they call them elsewhere, but catering is catering everywhere. Just try and cook for people to patronize you. That's what it's all about. Another one is cooking for outfits. Parastatals, for example, if you cook and you're a good cook, you can just enter a bank. Almost all the banks are looking for someone that will come to their kitchen and cook for them daily, for them to buy. Not for free. Not bank as bank, but the bank staff. Every branches of every bank has a kitchen or has where they eat. But most of them bring food from home or buy from outside. But if you are, business oriented, you can just walk up to them, to any staff at all. Talk to them. I cook very well. I can cook from home and bring to your to your eatery, and then I'll sell to you people at an affordable price. Please, can you give me a try? They will ask you to bring a tester. You take it to them. Once they are okay with it, then you are home and dry. So instead of sitting down at home, Googling, buying data with your money and doing nothing, use or spend that time cooking and taking it to a business area, sell it, gain your money, and it becomes part of you. So there are so many businesses we can do. We're just not thinking about them, and they're in our faces, but they're not things that we think about. So if you don't get a white collar job, take one of these businesses, make it part of you. If you try and you fail, try again. If you fail, adjust and try again till you achieve success. Don't just try and fail and then quit, or don't just try and try and try without adjusting. Try, fail, adjust, try again. If you fail, adjust till you achieve success. Don't quit, because quitters never win. You just have to keep going until you achieve success. Till this time next week, when we shall be talking about more businesses to do, please watch out. And don't forget to subscribe, click the button on the video, and then we will see you next time. Thank you.